Ooh, fancy. All right. So I'm here with Jonathan Stevens, who is part of the University of Florida chapter of the Food Recovery Network. And the goal of the Food Recovery Network is to unite students and the community with the goal of reducing food waste. So, Jonathan, thank you for talking to me today. I'm super excited to find out more about what we can do as college students to help reduce food waste. So, I've just got a few questions for you here today. The first one is, what can college students do to help reduce food waste in and around their campus?
Yeah, absolutely. First off, thank you for having me. I'm really excited to be a part of this. With the question about just like how can we like reduce food waste, there's a lot of great ways you can do that. One, making sure that you just like are very conscientious of your portions. Obviously, that's pretty hard sometimes. You want to maybe get the double cheeseburger over just the single, but just stuff like that. That's like a very like quick and easy way that if you're more conscious about it, you can help reduce food waste. Another thing is just to be able to donate it to food pantries. At the University of Florida, we're blessed to have the Field and Fork, a Hitchcock Field and Fork pantry, which serves so many students and faculty and representatives within the university who are struggling with food insecurity. And so that's a great way to reduce food waste, giving maybe just like some bread or giving some cereal that you may not be using that isn't opened or stuff that you just have like laying around, just that it can be used for, consumption and then that is edible. Just try to think of ways that you can be able to deliver it to those people. Those are like really the two quick and easy ways of reducing food waste, I would say, like for any type of person.
Right, right. Those are super useful. My second question for you today is, what is the local impact of reducing food waste? So how can we see personally the benefits of donating, as you were talking about?
Yeah, 1000%. I mean, I could look at it from like a very introspective and a very like external perspective from this. So when we're looking at it from like, we love being able to help people, especially for those people who are empaths or people who are just very big on just like helping or humanitarians. It's just really nice to be able to be able to help people who are in need, to be able to give access to certain things. That's kind of like a
Right.
nice little like just like intrinsic motivation.
Mhm.
But when we look at extrinsically, a lot of great ways that you can be able to like benefit from like reducing food waste. A lot of times when we reduce food waste, it reduces a lot of the kind of costs that come with being able to have to, get all this type of waste and dispose of it. And even just like when we're looking at it from just like an economic perspective, you're saving money when you're always constantly trying to be able to, have food in that way. And so when you're very conscientious of those kinds of things, it allows for you to, economically be a lot more prosperous with reducing food waste. So you can kind of see how that like, helps you out and may help other people out in a lot of ways. And so those like that local impact for you is like really huge. But obviously, like just helping your community out, helping get food out to people, that obviously is what's going to help just like drive the community towards success and towards like a world that where those, sustainability development goals that like the United Nations like puts forth, it becomes like a reality. People won't like be hungry. So I think that's really huge. When you make
Yes.
like kind of see that, that's how you can see that local impact.
Right, of course. And then my third question is, how does the reduction of food waste impact society and agriculture as a whole?
Oh, 1000%. When we're looking at it from a large scale perspective, there's a lot of big implications. The United States Department of Agriculture's Environmental Resource Center, they actually came out with this like lineup about food insecurity. Now, food waste and food insecurity go hand in hand. When
Yes.
we see the high level of food waste, that's a lack of access towards food that is really pivotal to creating food insecurity within our communities.
Mhm.
And food security, just simply put, is just the ability to be able to have and to have the access of nutritious, healthy foods, and like without like any type of like distress or worry about economic like turmoil. When you have that kind of environment where people are food secure, it allows for them to really thrive. And I mean, food waste is a huge like aspect of that problem. We see, especially with data, that people who are like technically highly food insecure are actually suffering greatly. Actually, like 22 to 23% of individuals who said that they didn't eat like one day come from like didn't eat for like a whole day whatsoever for like the
Right.
over an extended period of like 3 months or
Mhm.
more, those people are highly food insecure. And it's really crazy because of the amount of food waste, on a company level, but even on a consumer level, we produce. And so when you're always thinking about consciously like how can I be able to get this food to someone else who needs it more, or how can
Yes.
I be able to help repurpose it for my consumption or for the
Mhm.
consumption of people around me, it's really pivotal because it allows for a lot of these statistics to become null and void. And it also allows for agriculturists to not have to worry about all these kind of demands that occur because people are
Right.
not thinking consciously about food waste.
Mhm. Yes, of course. And thank you so much for just being so knowledgeable and so willing to help me out with this. Those are super great tips and super great information. And hopefully, we will be able to implement those here at Florida Southern too. So, thank you so much.
Absolutely. Thank you.